Yeah. Morning. I'm trying to play with Zoom for this the whole time. It's been a minute. It's been a while. This is what we call this the prequel to season 6 is what we'll call this. It's the prequel. And then with the mixtape used to be like the prequel for the album came out. You know what I'm saying?
Just like
the album's coming out for the prequel. That's the prequel was. That's right with the prequel. I'm gonna start. So it says the prequel. I'm not gonna give it mom say, here. Welcome to the High Tech Wrestling Podcast. It's your boy Joe Freeline, aka the champ, aka I am the one tweeting. We're gonna get into this Hell in a Cell review very fast. Get everything going, get everything positive manner, get everything set up for it. This is the prequel, so you're not gonna get all out energy and the amazingness that is a High Tech Wrestling Podcast. You're gonna get these bars though. You're gonna get these bars, okay? So this ain't gonna be woo-ha. This is gonna be put your hands on my eyes to see, okay? All right, so you're not in your face with woo-ha. Just put your hands on my eyes to see, okay? All right, this is how's it going down right now. It isn't what these bitches want from a nigga, okay? It's different, okay? It's levels to this shit, okay? All right, everybody say levels. Just not y'all. Y'all not supposed to. It's people watching, okay? Anyway, I introduce my homeboys. Introduce the handsome debonair, the man that drinks whiskey out of a glass. I want to introduce my homeboy, Mr. KG. Introduce yourself, sir.
Greetings and salutations in the words of Keith Lee, I guess. Trying a new beard product and beard's looking thicker than Gigi. Not really, though. It's not really possible.
It's Gigi's birthday today. Happy birthday, Gigi. It's her birthday today. So, that. Also, I want to introduce the king of J-Mo, the king of the high, Ill Will, ladies and gentlemen.
Your Highness back ready for what we're doing today. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on since the last time we've been here, but we ain't here for that. Not today. Not today. Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today, sir. Not today, sir.
Nope. And then I want to introduce the short girl slayer, ladies and gentlemen, Logan the Conqueror.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Logan the Great. I am the wise old man. I welcome y'all to this preview, season 6. Hence why my hands is like Paul Heyman.
That's why my hands is like Paul Heyman. That's why my hands like Paul Heyman. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's probably spend like 10, 15 minutes, so let's just give like a quick sample of what we do already. So this is what we're gonna do. Highlight from Hell in a Cell, low light from Hell in a Cell, overall thoughts of Hell in a Cell. I'll start with Ill Will first.
You say a highlight?
Highlight, low light, and then just the overall thought of the pay-per-view.
Okay, well, my highlight will probably address the elephant of the whole event, and that was, Cody Rhodes' status wrestling in that main event match that probably exceeded expectations. We kind of wonder how much better it would have been had not the injury factor been a part of it. But I can tell you, if anybody was kind of looking around waiting to see like what the big hype or if Cody is worth the main event spot, they obviously giving him for re-signing him and everything. Just him taking that jacket off and seeing how that looked. Like, I know we've seen an injury before. Didn't Cena have an injury like that before? Like that same muscle. Like it was somebody else.
He tore it, but he tore it again. Like it was some run-in with Mr. Kennedy, so he ended up wrestling with it. He ended up wrestling with something else against Daniel Bryan, the SummerSlam 2013, where it was like the size of like a tennis ball, where like he was covering it up. So he did wrestle with it, yeah, but just not the same injury. He had the same injury, but I would say he hasn't wrestled with it.
I think this the injury he had when he went away before he came back for that Royal Rumble return.
Yeah, no, he tore his pec then, but yeah, I don't think he wrestled with it though.
Right. I was just saying in general, from how these things go and the report about his injury, which I'm not going to disclose right away, that that's one of those injuries that somebody gonna second guess doing. It was kind of like an old school, like thinking about him doing that, like that's an old school tough guy pushing through to make the fans happy kind of move. And to be honest, much shit that we talk about with wrestling and how some of these guys ain't how they have to say all the time, they call them fake tough guys. That was what stuck out about Hell in a Cell. Like the highlight for me is just that match in general. Then with the Dusty, I don't know if you want to call it a tribute, if you want to call it a slight, Seth with the polka dots. And then it was good chemistry, and for as much stuff that they talk about Seth Rollins' ring work, to even wrestle Cody in that conditioning, he wasn't worse off. That's how I feel about that altogether. The low light of Hell in a Cell to me personally, I wasn't, I guess because of how they put it together, I wasn't as enthused about the United States title match with Ali and Theory as I wanted to be. It was kind of forced. Last minute title match that had a champion on the card to me. And the other match I was thinking about, the Omos MVP Lashley thing. That match could have been on Raw to me. And if they don't do anything, if they don't make Lashley do something after that, which how can anybody do anything right now in the main event with Roman's current position? It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, yesterday was like what Raw after WrestleMania was supposed to be with a Hell in a Cell as a main attraction. It wasn't paper. It wasn't premium live event to me. I don't hate it as a show, but just on the ups and downs, it's like more downs than ups. I'd watch it again for the parts I did mention, but certain stuff. What else was supposed to go besides the ups and downs? What are highlights and the lowlights?
Low light is just what you thought of the overall pay-per-view.
The overall pay-per-view?
Yeah.
I give the overall pay-per-view, if we go on like a letter scale, let's say C plus, soft B minus.
I see that.
I give them credit on chemistry and stuff. Like it was watchable. It's just like I said, how they forced some of the matches together. I don't know. I was kind of scared for the event when they took Roman off. Cody got hurt. It's like
it's in Chicago and everything.
And you know how our crowds are.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I heard about the Cody injury, I was supposed to be in there. I ain't go. Them tickets got sold.
My homeboys went. I ain't go. I had I had to move. I was moving, so I couldn't go. 2, I haven't watched a consistent episodic show of WWE in months. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't watched them. Like I've hit the highlights. I've watched the top 10. I haven't watched one episode. I think the only reason why I went to go watch SmackDown a couple of weeks ago was because it was RK Bro versus the Usos, and that was a damn good match. But like other than that, though, I haven't watched anything like that. So, KG, what about you? What's your thoughts on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
Let me just start off by saying, people call wrestling fake and all this and the third. Last night's performance, that was something different. It wasn't Paul Pierce getting gas from eating bad clam chowder and having to go off the court in a wheelchair. That was something else.
You feel like he tore his ACL, but he just had to
New England clearing Chowder, man. I told him not to. Should have stuck with the chunky.
Man, Paul crazy.
He shouldn't have went to that bar, that pub. Should have stayed with the chunky, man. Exactly. No, all jokes aside, though, that was definitely the highlight for me. That and the women's triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Just the precision to piggyback off of what Will said that they executed in that match. You always want to be careful for any match, obviously, in those type of situations in Hell in a Cell, whatever spots you do. Not even just spots, but just in general. It's a little bit more dangerous, obviously, with that cell there. But yeah, no, it's just crazy that, like, to even attempt, let alone successfully do the Cuddy Coder, I thought that was insane. The fact that he was like actually having that torn impacted too, like he wasn't like avoiding contact with it type thing. But low light, just once again, what Will said, like if that was like NXT, like the North American Championship or something like that, that would have probably got more time. Theory and Ali.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed, not just because he's a hometown guy, because we just knew the title change wasn't happening. So that was kind of like hot shot. I felt like they could have put somebody else in that spot, because they don't want to kill his momentum. I get why Mike Guerrero wasn't there on that part of the card. Maybe you could have put him there, but at the same time, so they could have did like a triple threat. I don't know if that would have been horse though. But hell, they still could have did a triple threat because they were trying to bring Miz into that situation. He's kind of been off and on with that situation. They still could have did a triple threat. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say it was a bad event by any stretch of the imagination. The only thing was it just probably could have been more of a SmackDown feel to it because, like I said, they only had one match on the card. So that's probably, like, I guess, the biggest glaring thing for me because with the amount of talent they have, you could have did something because like the Bloodline still had a few. I did say Riddle wouldn't have made sense for Riddle, but so they could have did something with them. It could maybe some 6-man could have did the Bloodline or not the Bloodline Usos and Sammy since he's trying to be like the honorary member. Maybe you could have did Drew, Riddle, and since Orton's out, I'm trying to think who they could have slid in there. Yeah, right. Because because the Big Moves got injured. They had a number of options.
I think they just fought the Usos for the tag titles just Friday.
Yeah, they did. Or they could have even went, since they're trying to push the Profits again, they could have did Riddle and the Profits against, the Usos and Sammy. They just had options. Granted, there would have been a little bit like bragging rights because the Usos are SmackDown, not exclusive since they're undisputed, but they belong to SmackDown when they're not the champions. And then Sammy does, and then obviously Riddle and the Profits on Raw. But just little stuff like that they could have did just to get a little bit more attention for SmackDown. That's all.
Nice. Logan, what you got, bro?
All right. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. Disappointment. Let's see. For as much buildup as it got, the match it just kind of was and that was Kevin Owens and Ezekiel. Honestly, that could have been just like a Raw match, SmackDown match, whatever. This pay-per-view, to be honest, I really hope they take somebody had Freddy Krueger in the room. What's going on? I really hope they take a page out of AEW's book and they start making some of these things televised, like either on USA or on Friday Night SmackDown on Fox Sports or something, because that could have been a shining example of something they could have put in place of a Raw or SmackDown. But disappointment, that match, I'll say Ezekiel and Kevin Owens. Highlights, definitely going to go with Cody and Seth. I think you'd be crazy if you don't say that match was probably the match of the month. I made it the match of the week on the page. Phil immediately said it was match of the night, a match of the week. Kudos to Cody. You can see his arm was visibly swollen. It was damn near double the size of his other arm. and he went out there and still wrestled for 30 minutes. And that was very admirable. Maybe you depending on who you ask, they might say it's a little foolish too, but that just shows the dude's passion. The women's triple threat match was also a great match, and the timing was good. The chemistry was there for all three women, and I enjoyed that. And what was the other thing, Joe?
Lowlights, highlights, and what you thought of pay-per-view overall. So
Just overall?
Yeah, overall.
Okay, and overall, I was pleasantly surprised, man. I didn't think it was as bad as I was anticipating. Once I saw Roman was going to be on there, it's like, all right, how are they going to do this? But storyline wise, it made sense for Seth and Cody to be like the main event. They started the pay-per-view right with the triple threat women's championship match, and they ended it right with the blood feud, basically, which was Seth and Cody. So other than that, yeah, I'd probably give it a 6.5, 7 out of 10.
All right, I'm gonna be quick about mine too.
Well, that was unexpected. Well, sorry.
What?
Finn just joined Judgment Day.
Saw it coming. There it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
But that has to happen though. Okay, because the recording things let us know I got time, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. So, highlight. Really appreciate the stigma on Seth is that with Seth, he's unsafe wrestler, he's unsafe worker. He proved yesterday that he's more than safe and can have a good match, and that he's actually been he's truly carried Raw or carried WWE for a little bit. Shout out to Cody who persevered through it. Also, the triple threat women's match was actually really good and did not get his flowers because the Hell in a Cell match was so good. But it was actually a good match. That match was B+. Low lights. For me, we gotta fix the Mustafa Ali thing, and we gotta fix the Austin Theory thing. Mm-hmm. Gotta fix that. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We gotta figure out a way to fix that because that's a problem. They're too talented to just be sitting as talents that just barely get any time for a match. That just don't make no sense. The paper overall was surprisingly good, and it was something that was pleasantly good, but it wasn't one of those things where like, I'd watch it again in a heartbeat. I'd probably watch it as background noise, but I wouldn't watch it again just for like the memories and shit. Like it wasn't that good. 6.5, 7 out of 10. Pretty solid. But yeah, transitioning to this season of Hot Take Wrestling. We've got things again, y'all. Last time y'all followed us for 13 episodes, and we appreciate y'all for that. Season 5 was a movie, it's an event. This one's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be an event. It's gonna be amazing. We got interviews with a bunch of people coming up. We got a bunch of things with WCW's coming up. We got wrestlers of the week, match of the week, all that jazz coming up. We got whole types of things that we're putting together. We are trying to get to another level. Clark Street, hollering at them about some stuff. Dirty Heels, hollering at them about some stuff. Spoke to some guys from the call up. Not sure about that, but if they say they want to hop on, we'll definitely hop on with them. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram ASAP. We are close to 1,000. We are 500, 400, 500, something away from 1,000. Okay, all right, we are close. All right, that can be changed in a matter of just if you just like this video, share it with your friends. It can change. Okay, all right, go viral, change everything, baby. Follow us on TikTok too, as well. Fellas, anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Wow.
Kenny's reacting live to some stuff we're gonna have to talk about on Saturday. But yeah, man, I'm just excited about
What the hell?
season. Just excited about the new season. So looking forward to getting back into it.
Hell yeah, we're finna knock this shit out, man. It's gonna be awesome, bro. I'm really excited to knock this season out.
Is anybody besides me and Tim watching this right now?
I don't think they are, so that's why they're not reacting. I just instantly started smiling.
Hold on.
Y'all smiles are intriguing.
Hold on.
You want me to tell y'all?
I'll give a quick preview. Quick preview.
Finn got what he wanted finally. Let's just say that.
Yes. Wait.
Judgment Day just
They just turned on Edge. And I guess Finn's the leader. Yeah, which kind of makes sense if Finn wanted to lead, but like, why do all that just to get? I mean, it's fine. We want to get the Finn and Edge, like me and Tim, like Tim had said, like that one time Edge went down there when he had to win the Rumble. So you got that. There's that. So that should be a hell of a match at SummerSlam.
Hold on, I gotta watch this shit from the fucking actual promo and shit. Hold on, okay, all right. Get off, guys. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Shit, I mean, we'll definitely go a little more in depth on some.
I'll catch y'all in the group chat.
No, we definitely gonna talk about it in the group chat too, though.
Hey,
and real quick, John Cena gonna, it's his 20th anniversary. He gonna stroke the Forbidden Door and Battle Mass Caster comedy show.
Hey, it's a whole summer of wrestling we got to get through, yo. I strongly suggest you do not turn that down when the Project Wrestling Podcast comes up. It's finna get crazy. It's finna be stupid. It's finna be so dumb. We gotta talk about Double or Nothing. We gotta talk about the Adam Bomb promo. Okay, I'm not gonna call it. What's that? The pipe bomb? Oh, that was a fucking Adam Bomb promo. We gotta talk about. Some of the new shit in AEW. Some of the terrible shit in AEW. We gotta talk about some WWE shit. We gotta talk about Roman's next move. All type of shit, bro. Please stick around. I'm telling you, these next 13 episodes are gonna be liquid gold. I promise you that. It's gonna be amazing, bro. It's gonna be amazing. All right, Tim, get us out of here, bro.
We the ones, and we back for the smoke, baby. Thanks for listening to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. The Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by the NMG Network, a division of NMG Enterprises LLC.